Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 2K12 in the 2012 All-Star Game. Now, this is going to be a little bit different, of course, than what happens in real life because, one, I didn't have the rosters until not too long ago, and, of course, you don't have the lineups or anything like that either. And then for the uniforms, I had to create teams since 2K Sports and all their wisdom do not give you any type of downloadable content or anything like that to play the actual All-Star Game. So I only saw the jerseys. I didn't see the hats. That's why both teams are wearing a royal blue. But anyway, that's all right. I know you guys can look past it here. Me trying to do my best with what I was given at the time, and it really wasn't that great. But, man, I wish you could just have a downloadable content here where you can play the All-Star Game. That'd be kind of cool. But anyway, to get things started off for me here offensively, Curtis Granderson is going to be hitting this one into the gap, and we're going to be looking at a double out of him. So Prince Fielder taking R.A. Dickey's knuckleball and knocking that one into center field. Now, you saw Verlander starting for the American League. R.A. Dickey is starting for the National League. Now, one of the things I noticed here pretty quick is hitting the knuckleball in the virtual perspective is actually a piece of cake. It's more about just kind of knowing how long it takes to get to home plate, since you really don't have to try and follow it and guess where it's going to be or anything like that. So I thought it was going to be a challenge going up against R.A. Dickey, but early on doesn't look like it's going to be the case here. Now we do have the bases loaded, and for those of you who are not familiar with my channel here, I suffer from a bases loaded curse, where every time the bases are loaded, something bad happens, and it continues on here in the All-Star Game as Adrian Beltre hits into a double play. So we're looking at a 1-0 lead, though, here as we go into the second. Now, I did choose to play as the American League, kind of from a biased standpoint, because my favorite team is the Oakland A's, and I thought maybe if things go right, I could bring in the Oakland A's representative here, as well as some of the other teams I kind of like in the American League. I mean, I don't like to play favorites that much, but if I can get a chance to play in the All-Star Game and I have the ability to choose, I'm going to choose the American League. So, sorry guys, nothing against you here, but maybe things will kind of be a little bit different than what occurred in the real All-Star Game. We'll see. Now, National League definitely threatening right now with runners on first and second, and Dan Uggla coming up to the plate, who is definitely one of the best power-hitting second basemen you are going to find in the National League. That's really what's brought him up to this point, is he's really known for his power. So with runners on first and second here, it's very possible he can go ahead and hit a home run, and the National League could be up 3-1. But Verlander's just had a great game so far, and I'm hoping that this continues, though. Kind of not really what happened in real life, but that's all right. Now the slider ends up going for strike 3, so Dan Uggla is out. And here we are in the third inning now with 2 outs. This one goes into center field, and this is going to be another hit for the National League. So now with a runner on first here, 2 outs, I'm not too worried, and nothing really comes out of it here. But Robinson Cano in the third inning takes this one into right field, and that is going to be a single for him. So maybe we can expand the lead a little bit now. That we've got a runner on first. Maybe this is the beginning of something great, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for here, as we do have no outs in the third inning. But now Granderson kind of ruins that for me here as we hit into another double play. Now, sure, I've got some good hitting here, but when you're going up against a team like the National League All-Stars, I mean, you know you've got some great defense here as well. So I'm not surprised that we saw this double play, and it really looked like it was easy, too. But anyway, Giancarlo Stanton here now up in the 4th inning. I still have Verlander in, and that's something I was kind of surprised with, because I was going into the game hoping that I'd be able to get a lot of different players in, especially from the pitching standpoint. Like maybe go 2 innings with one pitcher, and then go ahead and switch, and then we go with somebody else, and just keep going like that throughout the game. But it's definitely not something I've been too worried about here right now. Even though it was in the forefront of my mind here once I started the game, it's definitely something that's kind of drifted away here. Because it is 1-0. Verlander doing as well as he is. Best pitcher that I've got on my team. I want to go ahead and keep him in here. But we get the strikeout here. 12-6 curve, of course, because that is a phenomenal pitch to have in this game. Definitely making sure that I build that up for Chris Rose here for the my player mode that I do as him. But anyway, continuing on with the offense here for me. I'm loving how this is working now. R.A. Dickey is just having a rough time this game here. I'm kind of hoping for the National League All-Stars' sake that they go ahead and bring somebody else in. Because like I said, it's all about timing right now. And I've got it down. So getting another run here, that's going to help me out. And I still have runners on first and second with 2 outs. So maybe we'll be looking at a good 2-out rally right here. But R.A. Dickey, I mean, I can definitely tell it's getting to him too, because every time that you get a hit off of a pitcher, it does reduce their overall ability to throw a particular pitch at you. And when you got somebody like R.A. Dickey who really only has one pitch that they're known for, and that's really effective, that being the knuckleball, not working out too well for him now. So continuing on here with the hit streak, though, in the 4th. Going to round 3rd, come home, and we're going to be looking at another run that's going to be on the board here, 3-0. Now we've got 2 outs. So I got to be careful with what I do here, because if I get one bad hit that goes to an infielder, or it pops up right to an outfielder, I mean, this is going to be done and over with. But Jeter scoring on that one. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. Now Prince Fielder in. Jeez, just having a tremendous game thus far as this one goes in the gap in right center. That's going to bring 2 runners home, and that's going to be a double for Prince Fielder as well. So 5-0 here for the American League in the 4th inning. Plenty of baseball still ahead. I shouldn't necessarily be getting too excited about it. Very strong chance I could end up losing this one. But, man, if we keep playing like this, and if R.A. Dickey stays in the game, we might have this one in the bag. But a nice double here helping me out. Now, I do got somebody warming up right now. I'm going to bring Verlander out. Not because he was doing anything wrong here, but just because I want to go ahead and bring some other players in. So you can see earlier I was warming up Matt Harrison. Now it's time that we go ahead and bring him in and see what he's going to be able to do against this team. Now there are some benefits of going with a lot of pitchers in a game from what I've noticed. And it's kind of holding true here in this game, but not a great way to start off here for Harrison. But we do give up a hit at this point. Now, the thing is when you go with a number of pitchers, there's a chance you can really throw the computer off, especially if you go with pitchers that are very different from each other, who have pitches and strengths that the previous pitcher, didn't have at all. So, you kind of go in here, I've got a curveball. Justin Verlander had a 12-6 curve. I mean, those are different from each other. One pitcher may have a slurve, another one may just excel at fastballs, whatever it may be. You can kind of confuse the computer a little bit. And I think it might be also, it's just because when you bring in a new pitcher, everything they remember about what you're throwing, your pattern, stuff like that, kind of gets reset. And you kind of start over from scratch. If that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and keep trying to change pitchers here as much as I can in this game, if I start to get in a jam at least. But anyway, 1-2 count. We're going to throw this one high. Computer swings and misses on that 2-seamer here, so that's going to be a strikeout. Jose Bautista getting a good hit up the middle and giving him a single as well. I'm surprised we haven't had any home runs yet this game from either team. But that's all right. As long as I come out with the win, I'm okay. 5-0 still as we are continuing on here in the 5th inning. Oh, man. Beltray, not another one, dude. Another double play for us here. And that's going to destroy the momentum here for this inning. It's pretty unlikely that we're going to get a run here with 2 outs left. But crazier things have happened in baseball, so you never know. But now that we are in the 6th inning, Robinson Cano is going to get a hit. This one goes right down the line, and these are some of my favorite hits to get. Not trying to go to second here. In a lot of situations I would, because when it goes down the line and the computer's not leaning over that way, there's a good chance you can get a double or even a triple if it goes down the first base line like you saw right there. But Harrison is going to be coming out. Appreciate your service. It's time we go ahead and ring in Sale. Now, Sale's just a phenomenal pitcher. He's had a great season thus far. Very excited to be able to have him on this team. I mean, you look at everybody, though, who is playing in this All-Star game, not just this virtual one, but also in real life. And everybody's really done something to deserve to be here. And I think that's kind of really cool, just to have all of this talent, all this success, just in one place at one time. Crazy things can happen, and we kind of saw that happen this year as well. In real life, as the National League ended up defeating the American League. But, gosh, it's still looking like it might go the other way here as we are in the 7th. But, man, I love the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby, everything about the All-Star break. It's just a ton of fun, and I really wish I could have watched a lot more of it here, but because of my moving, I didn't get a chance to do that. But I guess this is going to have to do for me here and kind of hold me over until I could take a look and see if the DVR went ahead and actually recorded it. But Prince Fielder hitting this one also. Tremendous game out of Prince Fielder, as he's been able to contribute so many ways in this one here. Getting a double, just putting himself on base. Hopefully somebody will be able to get a hit and bring him home. Now, Jose Bautista up with 1 out. Whew. That one goes into right field, and that's going to bring runners over to first and second now. So we could get some additional runs on the board, and that would be kind of nice, but we don't. So we're in the 9th inning. I'm deciding to keep sailing at this point, just because he's doing all right. I'd like to see if we can go ahead and blank the National League in this game. That'd be kind of crazy. But anyway, the thing about Chris Sale that's been frustrating throughout all this, you can see his slurve is in the red. It's 90 overall, so it's among his best pitch. But I've only been able to throw it twice. I throw it once, it goes yellow. And then I throw it another time, and it's red. And it hasn't gone anywhere besides yellow and red. In fact, now that it's been on red, it hasn't gone to yellow. When it was on yellow, it never went to green. So that's kind of insane that your best pitch you can throw twice in 4 innings. I've only thrown it twice in 3. 2 or 3 with Sale. That's what happens, but that's all right. So I got Johnson warming up in the bullpen, just in case they decide to come back and get 5 runs. But Stanton not had the best game, 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Are we going to be seeing potentially 3 strikeouts in this game? Now, I don't feel too bad necessarily for not switching out too many players, since the computer hasn't done that either. But I kind of wish that I would, brought in some hitters, stuff like that. Because, when you watch the All-Star game, even though you're pulling for the American League or the National League, you still got a player or a team that you're rooting for. And I kind of wanted to get as many people as I could into this, but I didn't get a chance to. So I apologize, you guys, here. But 1 out away here, though, from a victory. Joey Votto now coming up to the plate. All right, so going to go ahead with the fastball. He's going to connect with it, but Josh Hamilton's going to run it down and get the out, and that is going to be a victory for the American League. So I appreciate you guys watching. You can see we out-hit them by a lot. That kind of goes to show the kind of pitching that we've had this game. And that's a lot of times what you see out of the All-Star game. I mean, you do see some low scores and some low hit counts occasionally here because of some great pitching. I had that. The National League didn't. But anyway, if you guys like watching this All-Star game, I've got my franchise one coming up right after this one here, and also the home run derbies if you guys want to check that out. So feel free to subscribe if you guys haven't already. You guys know you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter too if you guys kind of want to be in the know on what's going on with my life and stuff like that. But anyway, you guys are awesome. You really are. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.